Welcome everybody, my name is Michael and today we have a pretty depressing story. I know by the title you might see that this guy made himself $1 million, a cool million thanks to a meme project, Dogecoin. We all have to celebrate titles like this, but the truth of the matter is once I read the story, I kind of felt bad for the guy because at the end of the story, he said he's not selling. And even though he has $1 million worth of Dogecoin, he is going to continue hodling until it reaches $10 million. You see, this story had a few problems with it. This individual is very poor with money and financial decisions, and he admitted himself that he grew up poor and he wants to create generational wealth. Well, this isn't the way to do it. You got very, very lucky. And at this point, I would normally encourage a lot of people to hodl on to their Bitcoin, Ethereum, but with Dogecoin, it doesn't deserve to be in the top 5 positions of coin market cap at all, of all the thousands of cryptocurrency projects out there. This is coming from a Dogecoin supporter. I think Dogecoin is a fun project. I think it's cool. They did a lot of great charity work. The community is fantastic. The community is one of the reasons this individual decided to invest alongside Elon Musk. He said he thinks he's a genius, and when Elon Musk was tweeting about it, he got inspired. So in February, he bought $180,000 worth of Dogecoin. But the way he did it was not something I would recommend. I know some people already by this point in the video, they're thinking, well, Mike, you're completely wrong because Dogecoin might get up to $1, and what then? He might make $2 million. He might make $3 million. But the problem is he has decided himself not to sell until it gets to $10 million. And he said, oh, then I'll sell 10% because he really believes in the project. I will have linked down below my previous video about Dogecoin discussing how just one address holds 28.4% of the entire Dogecoin market capitalization of every coin in circulation. Just one wallet. This one wallet, in terms of fiat currency and USD, has over $8 billion currently, and it has more than the richest Bitcoin wallet, which is from a cold wallet from an exchange from Binance. So you're telling me that a meme coin, a Dogecoin owner, has more power than entire companies, and that the top 12 wallets hold over 50% of the entire circulation. More than half of all the Dogecoin is held by just a few wallets, which really, it could be 12 people, but it could be 6 people. Maybe these 6 billionaires have 2 wallets each. We don't know. I'm happy that there were 5 billionaires in Dogecoin and many new millionaires minted and people with hundreds of millions of dollars even. That's fantastic. But we have to look at this straight. The project has no dev team behind it currently. There's not going to be any updates. There's no roadmaps. It is what it is. It's the same project that it was many years ago, and it's much older than Ethereum, XRP, and all these other top projects, Cardano, Polkadot, and it hasn't been changed really. The whole premise behind it is speculation and memes, which is great for a time being. But what happens when Elon Musk stops tweeting about this? One individual caused the cryptocurrency to suddenly rise up hundreds of percentages. That's insane. So no dev team. You got a few wallets that hold more than 50% of every Dogecoin out there. If you look at the top 92 wallets in Dogecoin, I think they hold over 67% of all Dogecoin in circulation. So it's fair to say that around the top 100 wallets, it's close probably to 70% of the entire circulation. If you look at the top 1,000, it's probably 80 to 90%. So you just have a few percent left for everybody else. Sure, the subreddit is big with 1.5 million followers. It's great, but there's plenty of people who don't take it seriously. And there's plenty of people who made a lot of money who will sell. The reason this article is so dangerous is that it encourages other young people, just like this young gentleman himself, to make really bad financial decisions because he took this $180,000 out of a place that he really couldn't afford to. He sold his Tesla stocks. He sold other stocks that he had. He took all of his life savings and he said he had no disposable income left. He took everything and put it on the line into Dogecoin at 4.5 cents. He got very, very lucky. He posted on Reddit when he made over $1 million. So technically he didn't make over $1 million, but he had over $1 million. However, it's now dropped below $1 million due to Dogecoin hitting its all-time high of 44.5 pennies, and now it's around 30 pennies around there. There's plenty of millionaires who did double or triple or even 10x'd their profits, but they're selling now. And this individual wants to create generational wealth by taking everything he has, leaving nothing for himself, and even though he's still profitable, very profitable right now, if he were to sell, fantastic decision. But I'm worried that his next decisions might not be as great, judging by what he thinks he should do with this money. He's hoping that it goes up 10x. So 10x would mean not Dogecoin hitting $1, but Dogecoin hitting $3, $4, $5. Nobody expects it to hit that high. And if it were to hit that high in the future, because presumably Bitcoin would hit, let's say, $1 million, it would be maybe in 2030 after we had a few bear market, bull market cycles. By then, most likely this individual will have some crises, just like we all do, an accident, an injury, something happens, you need to withdraw money. Sure, he's making money from his job right now, and that's good. At least he didn't quit his job yet. But the fact that he said he has no disposable income probably means he has no emergency fund. And he also lives in Los Angeles, where it's a very high cost of living area. Experts are warning, everybody's warning people to stay away from Dogecoin at its all-time high. It might be all right to maybe ride a dip if you have money to burn, but there's one more element that I didn't add in, and I wanted to leave it for the last bit of the story. Hopefully you're still here. This guy had $1,081,000 in his Robinhood portfolio. He posted it on Reddit when Dogecoin was at an all-time high on the 15th. Today is 8 days later, so a week and a day later, and Dogecoin has drastically reduced in price because we've had a bit of a correction with Bitcoin falling below $50,000 and all that. But this guy bought through Robinhood, and we all know what's going on with Robinhood. First of all, not to mention, this is an important aspect as well, but you shouldn't use Robinhood because you don't own the Dogecoin. If anything happens to your Robinhood account, you don't own the Dogecoin, you don't own the Bitcoin, you don't own that cryptocurrency. You can't withdraw, you can't do whatever you want with it. So that's a problem. Second of all, Robinhood will definitely report you to the IRS for taxes. So set aside a few $100,000 for taxes. I'm not sure what capital gains is, because last time I checked, Joe Biden wanted to raise it to 39% for people over $1 million in this portfolio, even though it fell below $1 million, depending on how it gets reported by Robinhood and depending on when he decides to sell. He just might be one of those lucky individuals to get hit with 39%. So that would be actually more than a few $100,000. Get ready for over $400,000 in taxes, but let's say it gets 30% or 29 or 25 or whatever it is. That's still $250,000, $300,000, $400,000 depending on when he decides to sell it, which most people don't think about that. But the real cherry on top, he bought it through Robinhood with margin. You know what that means. He didn't have the full $180,000. He borrowed on margin. How much margin? I'm not sure. But probably since it went up 700%, sure, Dogecoin did go up a few 100%. So he did get lucky with that. But if you did 10x margin or 5x margin, or you know what, actually, I'm in Europe because Americans can't do over 5x margin. So probably he did 2x margin, 3x margin, or 5x margin. I'm not sure because I don't use Robinhood, but Americans can't go above 5. I remember that. So Robinhood wouldn't allow that. But any type of margin means if he continues to hold, if his plan is to hodl because he believes in the project, with margin, those profits can get erased very quickly. And he can not only lose all of his profits, but he can lose money that he doesn't have. He's far away from that. Dogecoin is in such a volatile place right now, where Bitcoin just lost $15,000 off of its all-time high price, actually even more. And you're telling me that Dogecoin, a meme coin, a coin that the creators created for fun and aren't even supporting anymore, not even last year or this year, but from years ago. They abandoned it a long time ago. Some institutions and exchanges don't even want to list Dogecoin. This is a problem. So if I were that individual, hopefully someone recommends to him, and hopefully he's able to decide for himself to sell while he still has all this profit, because you, sir, have made a life-changing amount. My recommendation is to pay your taxes and invest the rest into Bitcoin, split it up in half, into Bitcoin and the rest into index funds. If you want to take out some money, take out some money, take it out to pay the loan, take it out to buy some more stocks, whatever you had, whatever you sold. Maybe take out $20,000 for yourself just to have fun with, go on some crazy vacation, all paid expenses trip, just get it out of your system. But this is only after you put in at least $100,000 into index funds on a retirement account. Follow the SPY. You realize, holy moly, the S&P 500, even with recession, even with the pandemic, it still continues to grow. Compound interest will make you that $10 million. Trust me on this. This generational wealth can come. Even now, even if you, let's say, got down to $600,000 left, you're still able to get to $10 million with probably Bitcoin and index funds and waiting the next 40 years. But hodling Dogecoin till it gets to $4 or $5, probably not going to happen. So that's today's video. Hopefully you learned something from this, guys. Greed. Take it from me, someone who has lost well over $100,000 in the last bull run cycle. In 2018, when the market crashed, I lost over 100 grand because of greed, because I wanted 500 grand because I didn't cash out. So take it from me. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Thanks for watching.